Hello, friends, and welcome back to Orbit Shift, a place where I work with you to take your thoughts, feelings, and actions to the next level of impact. A smile may not solve all the problems around us, but a smile can definitely build a connection, open a door, convey your warmth, and so much more. And a smile sometimes is just a matter of what in our Vedic wisdom we call samskaras, of coming across to another person in a very welcoming and a warm way. But look around all of us today. Look at yourself. Ask others about how they see people in lifts, in offices, in shops, in malls, in meetings, in family gatherings, inside the home. Where has the smile disappeared from our face? In fact, it's a very important question to ask because that smile is something that we developed over our evolution. That smile over many, many generations and millennia has communicated something. It has meant warmth, it has meant joy, it has meant so many other things which was made possible by certain neurological connections. That smile on the face is so powerful that if you put it on and hold it on for some time, it can literally change your psychology and your physiology for the better. That's how powerful the whole generational evolution of smile is for us. But today, what's happening today? So many faces look tired, irritated, guarded, absent, ready for conflict. And that's some of the worst things to happen. Now, if you look around us, why is this really happening? Why is the natural smile disappeared? Why is it that many of us have to really force that smile? Why is it that we are not conveying that you are safe with me? Why are we conveying so much stay away? I am in a bad mood. What is happening around us? And that's a very important question, and a question that we possibly do not ask enough. The answers are many. The answers are in our lifestyle. One too many of us carrying financial burden. One too many of us bothered about our future. One too many of us living in a broken home. One too many of us possibly carrying with us the hurt or the wound that came from a loved one, some from our parents, some from broken relationships, some coming from workplaces, and so many other things. Almost all of us have some sort of story to tell. And no wonder why today we are not smiling. A smile is a very big social signal. If you, as a parent, smile, you're telling your child, you can come near me. If you smile, you can tell your spouse with that smile, I still have warmth for you. If you smile at a team member, you're possibly conveying that, yes, you can speak and share safely. If you smile at a customer, you're saying, you are not inconvenient. You are not inconvenience to me. You can share, I will be there to attend to you. If you smile at a stranger, you're possibly communicating that I may have had a rough day, but that roughness is for not me to share with you. If you smile on the road while driving or when you're in those traffic jams, maybe that smile will spread and do wonders. But that smile has disappeared. Our society has become so serious, so cold, whether it's our homes, our workplaces, all of those places, we are conveying so much with our grumpy faces. Yes, there are people who still smile and soften a room. Yes, there are parents who still welcome their children with a smile. Yes, there are still leaders who make people feel safe the moment they walk into a room. Yes, there are teachers, doctors, shopkeepers, drivers, security guards, nurses, maids, colleagues, elders who smile and carry that smile with a lot of dignity and care because it's a genuine smile. So that good exists. But unfortunately, we are today a generation which is normalizing grumpiness. Somebody with a grumpy face comes across sometimes and we say, oh, that's so much of gravitas. The person is holding the room. We are normalizing irritated faces. We are normalizing cold homes. And sometimes we say that, okay, I'd rather hide my emotion than convey it and create trouble. You're normalizing leaders who permanently look stiff and stern and displeased. We are normalizing children who rarely are relaxed around adults. In fact, many children are today only relaxing when they possibly have a device or a reel playing in front of them, not even relaxed with their friends. We are normalizing a society where everyone looks like there is one big inconvenience in their living, and everything around them is that explosion which they dread. Why have we become like this? And that's something for us to really ponder. The answer is in all our stress, the answer is in all loneliness, the answer is in all the rudeness that we have developed, the answer is in our disengagement, the answer is in the way many of us in this world have become guarded. And yes, like I said, this is because of the financial pressure, the work pressure, the family pressure, the health pressures, social comparison, future anxieties, and you name it. So, all of that pressure for one reason is adding up. The second reason is all the digital life that we are spending. Much of that is playing havoc with our head. Most of us, especially children, are spending too much time on the devices, and we are genuinely not able to react to human connections. And that connection that we have developed with the device, the emails, the WhatsApp messages, the Instagram, the and for children it's instant gratification from all the games and the reels that they watch. Much of that is adding to the stress. The third reason, like I said, many of us have become emotionally very defensive. We are afraid of speaking up, sharing our point of views, sharing our emotions. It's very sad that a lot of people think that I don't know how others will react. They think too much about the opinion of others as compared to their own well-being and sharing and being genuine. No matter how much is the talk that we have in our homes and corporates and organizations about coming across as genuine, nobody is coming across as genuine. Everybody has this image makeover, right? And they're too scared to show the real vulnerable side of theirs. The fourth, and this is a sad one that I have seen with a lot of people, anger has become very fashionable. Sarcasm looks smart. Coldness has become the pseudonym for powerful. Seriousness looks very professional. Aggression looks being confident. And obviously, yes, warmth looks weak. Smiling looks like you are a people pleaser. And much of this is the misunderstanding that many of us have developed. A smile is not weakness. A smile is really actually very disciplined warmth. And here are some reasons that I will give you to rediscover that smile. The first and the most important reason is that a smile focuses attention on the positive. And this is not fake positivity. When you smile genuinely, you are taking a position that yes, life may have its own ups and downs. It may be difficult. It may be good today, bad tomorrow, or bad yesterday, but good today. But I will not make this moment heavier than it needs to be, because I know that this moment too shall pass. So the first and most important, or rather reason that I will give you to rediscover your smile is it puts the choice in your hands. The choice of how you feel in that particular moment. When you choose the smile over everything else, you're choosing positivity over everything else. And this is not the wusha positivity. This is clearly a stand that you will take whatever is there, literally, as they say, in your stride. The smile makes you a master of your mood, a master of your conduct. That's what the smile does. A smile takes you towards being positive. Second thing, like I said, when you're choosing positivity, that smile as a choice itself becomes a very important reason. And that's something that you need to understand. When you choose your own things, like smiling, like staying happy, like not reacting very badly, you are learning consciously what we call mindfulness. And that mindfulness choice doesn't stop at only the smile. When you do something as important as smile in various situations, you'll slowly spread that mindfulness and that choice of mindfulness to so many other things. When you conduct yourself as a leader, when you appear in those meetings, when you come across to a stranger, when you're on the road, in all those places, you will be mindful. You will always be coming at yourself and the other from a place of understanding, not from a place of the automatics that a lot of people come across. Remember that. So, being positive and puts a mindfulness choice in your hand, which spreads to other things. Third, a very important reason, a smile builds a defense. And this might sound very surprising to you because defense is a very hard word and smile is too soft, too brittle for being a defense. But really, actually, a smile creates a very nice, soft defense around you. It protects you from becoming the irritation around you. It prevents from you spreading the irritation around you. It prevents from you from precipitating the irritation around you. Because remember, there is a lot of irritation out there in this world, and let's acknowledge that there is. So you stay away from that rudeness. You stay away from precipitating that rudeness. You stay away from that tension. You stay away from precipitating that tension, and also similar things like the poisonous things around you, the chaotic things around you, the imbalances around you, the stress around you. For all of those things, you stay away from this. So the smile is a perfect defense against all of these things. So while the world around you is going mad with whatever it is doing, and I'm not saying everybody is, but a majority of us are, the smile will give you a perfect defense. Fourth, and a very interesting one, a smile will disarm others. Disarm others in both senses, like those people who want to attack you, it'll disarm them. And also someone who's tense in their own world, it'll suddenly disarm them and relax them, because that smile conveys so much. Somebody who wants to attack you will wonder, oh my God, why is this person happy despite the fact that I'm attacking? And somebody who's sad and possibly wants to spread that sadness around will wonder, oh my God, this person is happy, let me just learn something. At home, a smile can reduce harshness because a conversation is becoming difficult. At work, a smile can help a team member or somebody senior speak very honestly to your, or somebody from another function or a vendor speak very honestly to you. In public, a smile can reduce an unnecessary friction that might just boil over. With children, and many of us who have children, a smile can open what preaching or shouting at a child or punishing a child will never open up. A smile tells the other person that I'm not here to attack. Fifth, a smile genuinely adds value to the other person. And it may not be an explicit value, but there is a deep implicit value. A smiling parent can change the mood of a child. A smiling teacher can change the confidence of a student. A smiling leader can create openness and warmth in a team. A smiling spouse can change the energy at home. A smiling stranger can change somebody's difficult day into a positive moment of wonder. Remember, everything is not about adding value using your expertise, your advice, your money, your performance. There are many other ways to add value. And one of the simplest ways to add value is add warmth and joy to somebody's life. And a smile offers you that. And remember the first two things when I said, one is the smile makes you make positive, and two gives you the choice of mindfulness. You bring that value to somebody else's life, and that becomes a true value add. Something that will not disappear. People will remember for your smiling face if you are genuinely there all the time. And sixth, because of you adding value, a smile can genuinely open a connection, repair relationships, create a new relationship, and whatnot. That's the power of warmth. So let me leave these 6 reasons with you why you should rediscover that smile and work on the smile, for you to remain sane and positive, for you to have that mindfulness choice in your hands, for you to have the perfect defense, disarm others, add value, and build connection. So what do you do? Where do you begin? How do you begin? First, begin at home. And that's where the most important thing is. Smile at your spouse. Smile at home for no reason. Sit with a smile on your face. Smile at your parents. Smile at your child. Let that smile and the warmth spread at your home itself. Smile at your maids, the guards in the building society, and always let them see you smiling. And you don't need to do this directly by looking at them and deliberately smiling. No, you can always have that smiling, warm face, greet them with a smile, Respond to their greeting with a smile. Just try that. It will be so much different. Second, if you are, a business leader or somebody working in the corporate, you lead a team or you work with cross-functional teams, etc. As a team member, as a leader, learn to smile with dignity. That smile with dignity creates so much of warmth, and it reduces the power distance between you and others. At least they will be able to speak their mind out. You can practice your authority and your responsibility in far more safer ways as compared to carrying a grumpy, cold face all the time. You don't have to look like you're in a permanent seat of judgment. You can look welcoming. You can be honestly warm to others. Third, practice smiling, especially in difficult and tough conversations. Every time a feedback is given, keep that gentle smile on your face. Every time you're correcting someone. And this is not to weaken the message. This is just to say that, look, I am just delivering a message. This is not about you and me. This is about the context, the work that needs to happen. Firmness and warmth can live together. Whoever taught you that firmness and warmth cannot go together hasn't possibly practiced it. You can do both of these together. You can be authoritative, yet you can be very pleasant. Fourth, smile at people who are unusually ignored and often mistreated also. Drivers, security guards, housekeeping staff, reception staff, delivery workers, cleaners, waiters. I mean, there are tons of these people who add so much value to us. In fact, there are tons of these people who actually keep our society moving and ticking, and our life ticking. These are the people who absorb the society's roughness every day. These are the people who are absorbing the society's workload, all the menial administrative workload, and saving us so much time every day. Smile at them because they are adding so much value to your life, which you don't realize unless you lose them. Remember that. Fifth, at home, if you have children, then protect your children from the grumpy adult energy by smiling. One too many of us are so occupied with our lives that we are not realizing our children are becoming grumpy because of us. They are learning by looking at us. Their mirror neurons are mimicking the way we carry irritated, permanent faces all over. They are seeing the grumpiness that we have towards our parents, our relatives, our neighbors, our bosses. You think when you're speaking on that video call, they're not picking up your expression? They are. So save your children from grumpiness by smiling. And the sixth one, practice holding that smile just when you're sitting alone. See how it changes your physiology, changes your psychology, how you're approaching the whole world in the way you are approaching it. So just do it as a meditative exercise. It's a wonderful meditative exercise. In fact, rather than sitting and closing your eyes and wondering about 1,000 things, just look at the mirror and hold a smile. You will see how it starts changing. Some of you will actually get goosebumps if you do this exercise. You may feel that you're looking stupid, but if you overcome that, it's significantly powerful for resetting your nervous system. Seventh, a very important way to practice the smile is to stop glorifying coldness. Stop glorifying your coldness. Stop glorifying the coldness of others. So if somebody is appearing sharp because of their sarcastic, intense, intimidating, emotionally unavailable looks, don't glorify it. Because when you get on the receiving side of that sarcasm, when you get on the receiving side of that intenseness or that intimidation or that emotional unavailability, you are not going to like it. So don't epitomize it. Don't glorify it. Choose people who are warm, who are genuine around you. You'll slowly see your circle shift. You will see your own shift. A cold, sarcastic, intense look is not depth. It is often unresolved anger packaged in wonderful vocabulary and branded clothes. Real maturity is very, very different. Real maturity doesn't need unresolved anger. Real maturity doesn't need good vocabulary package. Real maturity doesn't need branded clothes. That branded clothes and good vocabulary is only hiding a very ugly, unhealed side. Do not glorify it. And if this is you are glorifying, don't glorify it. Get healed, be warm. That is not going to make you weak. The coldness is actually going to make you weak. Smiling is a human standard that you must remember. In fact, smile is the first sign that humanity is still alive in us. So I will leave you with these thoughts. Work through this. Choose the smile. It's going to add value to you. If you don't smile, life will keep going on any which way. But if you do smile, if you do genuinely make this a part of your personality, you will see the difference between the before and the after. And once you get addicted to this, I don't think you're going to get off it. Make good choices, make a better life for yourself. Like I said, always make sure that your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions are going to the next level of impact. Choose the orbit shift. I will see you very soon with another topic like this. Till then, take care.